Wyln TV. We're your local network.
Now, from the area's leader in live local news, this is WYLN News, the area's #1 source of live local news and information in Luzerne, Schuylkill, Carbon, and Columbia counties. WYLN News starts now.
Good evening, and thank you for joining us on WYLN News. I'm Julia Wiegand. A man with multiple aliases was jailed for drugs after a traffic stop in Hazleton. The stop was conducted on a Honda Accord bearing Rhode Island registration, occupied by 25-year-old Carlos Guzman, who was operating the vehicle, along with 19-year-old Raimundo Figueroa Perez. During the stop, the officer discovered 62 grams of marijuana packaged for sale, 11.8 grams of crack cocaine, packaging materials, and U.S. currency. The officer called for backup, and both occupants were taken into custody on scene without incident. Guzman's bail has been denied since it's currently unknown what his real identity is after authorities learned he went by multiple aliases from different states. Figueroa Perez was charged with intent to distribute. Police are still investigating a burglary that happened Saturday night in Weatherly. Officers responded to the property on 6th Street before 7 Saturday night after the homeowner arrived at the property to find a man dressed in dark clothing trying to break into the home. The homeowner startled the man, who then fled the scene and ran into the woods between 6th Street and Urena Park. Anyone with information about the would-be intruder is being asked to call 911. An incident of road rage led to a hit-and-run in Schuylkill County. State police say 2 drivers got out of their cars and had an argument on Christ Street in Pine Grove Monday afternoon. During the confrontation, one of the drivers got back in his vehicle, struck the other person, and took off. State police are looking for a dark blue Ford Fusion sedan with a smashed windshield and broken driver's side mirror after Monday's hit and run in Schuylkill County. A man who attempted to use baited hooks to fish for cats is headed to prison. Humane officers arrested Kenny Rolls of Nanticoke back in May after he allegedly used baited hooks with fishing line to fish for cats around his home. An animal rescue group eventually found a cat with a fish hook in its mouth a month prior to his arrest. He was sentenced Monday on aggravated animal cruelty charges, along with 3 to 9 months in prison. Rolls pled guilty back in September and must pay nearly $5,000 in restitution. A drumsman caught loitering at his ex-girlfriend's Packer Township home early Thursday morning had drugs on him. State police were sent to the Tower Road home around 3 a.m. after the woman reported a banging noise, finding 27-year-old Brandon Van Blargen on her property. Van Blargen claims he pedal biked his way to her home from Hazleton before troopers found him nearby the Packer Township home in a thick brush with his bicycle. He had a small bag, a clear vial containing meth, and an aluminum straw in his possession. Van Blargen faces misdemeanors for loitering and prowling at night, use or possession of drug paraphernalia, and other charges. He was taken to jail after failing to post 10% of his $10,000 bail. A Hazleton Heights home that burned back in July of 2018 could be demolished by Christmas. City Council was recently awarded a contract of over $21,000 to the Berderick excavation firm for demolishing the uninsured portion of the double home at 321-323 East Carlton Avenue. According to zoning officer Charles Pedri, the city will use federal community development grants to fund about $11,000 to demolish the 321 side of the home, and money from an escrow to pay for demolition of the 323 portion. Private insurance will also pay for the demolition of the 325-327 Carlton Avenue property that also burned, with work being done without involvement from the city under a separate contract. Luzerne County's minimum payment on its long-term debt service will be lower than budgeted. The budget proposal submitted by County Manager David Pedri includes a proposed 5% property tax increase, listing the county debt payment next year as $25.18 million. County Budget and Finance Director Brian Sweat said the number might decrease after terms of debt refinancing are finalized. Pedri said the minimum debt payment for 2020 would come in at over $24 million, representing over $500,000 in budget savings and more than 10% of the $5.25 million in expense cuts, which were needed to eliminate the proposed tax increase. Council members are expected to propose more budget amendments at tonight's meeting at the courthouse. Council will decide on the final budget December 10th. Coming up on WYLN News, Bloomsburg University cracks down on its Greek life. Plus, hold on to your lottery ticket. You may be the winner of the New Year's Millionaires raffle. But first, let's take a look at our 7-day forecast. Well, tomorrow we might see some snow with a high of 36 and a low of 29, but Thursday looks partly cloudy with highs of 35 and lows of 27, but cold nights this weekend. We'll be right back.
All Care Home Care, providing quality in home care since 1986. Call and see how their team of licensed physical therapists, skilled nurses, speech, and occupational therapists can provide you with exceptional service in the comfort of your own home. They also offer dietitian, home health aide, and medical social worker services. You have a choice in your health care. For safe, friendly, qualified care, call All Care Home Care today and let their team begin taking care of you and your loved ones.
Life is full of partners. Your health deserves a partner too.
CARES is a local and family-owned agency dedicated to providing exceptional services for individuals with intellectual and developmental disabilities throughout Pennsylvania. CARES specializes in day and residential services, respite, home and community, behavior supports, and chaperone vacations. At CARES, the participants are the VIPs. Now contracting life-sharing and respite providers, CARES, empowering individuals to maximize their opportunities and potential in their community.
WYLN has strong ties to the community and it's committed to important causes like the American Cancer Society and Helping Hands Society telethons. WYLN's commitment to Pennsylvania continues with the broadcast of Hazleton's Fun Fest Parade and the Christmas and St. Patrick's Day parades in Wilkes-Barre. In the summer, we broadcast the Weatherly and Giants Despair Hill Climb. And throughout the year, we provide important community services through the broadcast of town meetings, school board meetings, election night coverage, and other community events. WYLN, we're your local network.
Bloomsburg University officials put all Greek life on probation, while school officials look into reforming its fraternities and sororities. The university made the announcement Monday and blamed hazing, excessive drinking, and sexual assault. These new changes have a zero-tolerance policy for hazing of any kind, which includes anything involving physical abuse or alcohol. Each fraternity and sorority will also have a scorecard telling parents and new members about any violations or issues. Allegations circulated last year of hazing at an unnamed Greek organization on Bloomsburg's campus. As of Monday, all 25 fraternities and sororities are under an 18-month probation period. These new rules at Bloomsburg University went into effect immediately. Governor Tom Wolf awarded $2.1 million in grants that will enhance community supports for individuals in recovery. The grants are part of the $55.9 million SAMHSA grant secured by the Wolf administration to aid in the state's response to the prescription opioid and heroin epidemic. The funding will be split between 5 organizations through grant agreements up to $500,000. One of the local recipients included Luzerne County's New Roots Incorporated. Awardees are a mix of recovery community organizations expanding their existing services and developing new programs with that funding. The PPL Foundation awarded more than $575,000 in grants to 13 nonprofit organizations working to improve education, promote development of sustainable communities. The grants announced today are helping organizations fulfill their missions across the company's 29-county service territory in central and eastern Pennsylvania. One of the local 2019 PPL Foundation major grant recipients included the Hazleton Area Recreation Program, which received $45,000 for a youth recreation program to fill a void in the community for after-school recreational and mentoring opportunities. Earlier this year, the PPL Foundation awarded $450,000 in grants to more than 70 community organizations, as well as more than $2 million to support local United Way organizations. For the 14th year in a row, Lehigh Valley Health Network was named the most wired organization, being the only state provider to earn the highest recognition in 2 categories. LVHN earned the College of Healthcare Information Management Executives, or CHIME's 2019 Most Wired recognition. The network also achieved the Performance Excellence Award in both the inpatient and new ambulatory category, and is the only healthcare provider in Pennsylvania to earn Level 9 recognition for both categories. More than 16,000 organizations were represented in the 2019 Most Wired program, which included international organizations this year. Participants can use the report and scores to identify their strengths and opportunities for improvement. Sports betting without stepping foot into Mohegan Sun Pocono is now a thing for the Plains Township Casino. The casino partnered with Kinded Group to launch online sports betting in Pennsylvania. The online betting option was launched after Unibet Sportsbook opened inside Mohegan Sun Pocono. According to PlayPennsylvania.com and the Pennsylvania Gaming Control Board, the state's total online and retail scoresbooks handle was over $240 million in bets back in October as online betting grew. The sportsbook and casino products can be found on the casino's website, and mobile apps can be found at pa.unibet.com. If the numbers 00116819 mean anything to you, you may be the winner of $100,000. The Pennsylvania Lottery announced yesterday its winning raffle ticket number drawn for the third $100,000 weekly drawing prize as part of the New Year's Millionaires Raffle. The winning raffle ticket was sold at a Scheigels Family Market in Wilkes-Barre. These weekly drawings lead up to the game's main drawing on January 4th, 2020. The winning ticket number was randomly drawn from among more than 42,000 millionaire raffle ticket numbers sold between November 19th and 25th. Be sure to keep your ticket for January 4th drawing because it's possible for that ticket to win in both drawings. All $100,000 weekly bonus drawing prizes must be claimed in person at one of the lottery's area offices. Official rules, the weekly drawing schedule, prize claim instructions, and more can all be found at palottery.com. Coming up on Cybertville's News Choice, we talk safe shopping on this Trooper Talk Tuesday in Community and You. Plus, everyone's invited to a special birthday party coming up next week. Stay with us.
Not only is Krugel's Georgetown Deli and Beer your craft beer headquarters, they have great food too. Check out Georgetown's Pub Fare menu. G-Town scallops, cheesy crab pretzel, smoked brisket, smoked wings, and more. Or how about their Flight and Bites with your choice of sauces and 5-ounce draft beers. They have a great selection of craft beers on tap, and you can get it to go in a crowler. Stop in and play Keno or other Pennsylvania Lottery games. Krugel's Georgetown Deli and Beer in Wilkes-Barre Township, right next to the Big Cow. Check them out on the web at georgetowndeli.com.
It's okay that everybody ignores me when I drive. It's fine, because I get a safe driving bonus check every 6 months I'm accident-free. Because I don't use my cell phone when I'm driving, even though my family does and leaves me all alone. Here's something else. I don't share it with Mom. Right, Mom? I have a brand new putter you don't even know about. It's awesome.
Safe driving bonus checks only from Allstate. Switching to Allstate is worth it.
Visit your local Allstate agent, the McNeilis Agency in Hazleton at 1092 North Church Street, or in Hometown the Hometown Village Square. Have your event with Whitetail, graduation, birthday, bachelor, reunion parties? They have the most tranquil backyard experience with beautiful mountains in the background. If your company or business wants a different alternative to a golf outing, they have outings that can accommodate you. You can have the entire facility to yourself. They will work with you to set up your day of events. Sporting clay competitions, trap and wobble trap games, skeet. After a day of shooting, you'll return to a meal designed for you. Call Mike at 570-535-6123 for available group options.
What's on TV? Plenty. WYLN TV 35, the best in local programming.
WYLN. Today is Tuesday, it's Trooper Talk Tuesday, and Trooper Anthony Pachowski from Pennsylvania State Police is here. We're going to talk about shopping safety when we're out buying those holiday gifts or any time of the year, but especially now where we get into that hustle and bustle of the holiday season, we kind of forget some things. We talked about earlier in the year being safe when you're shopping. Women, you have your purse, don't leave it unattended. But this also goes now to some of the gifts that we buy. And I know when my wife and I go shopping, it's kind of like a day out of it. You go out and you're trying to get all these Christmas gifts at once. Right. You're throwing them in the car. You're running into the next store. We got to be safe about it.
Right. And the last thing you think about when you're Christmas shopping is somebody going into your vehicle and removing all the stuff that you're buying for your loved ones. But unfortunately, it happens. So, number one thing is lock your vehicle at all times. Whether it's parked out in your driveway, whether it's at the local store when you're doing your shopping. But, people know this time of year that a lot of people are out shopping. They keep a lot of valuables in their vehicles, a lot of presents, and some of those presents can cost a lot of money. So always lock your door. And if you can, put the presents and all the gifts that you bought, put them in a trunk, cover them with a blanket or something so they're out of sight. But don't just lay it out there in your car and leave your vehicle unlocked. Lock your car at all times. That's a big one.
And I know when you're running around in the big shopping centers and you're running back and forth, you're thinking, I got to throw it in, hurry up, let's run to the next one, and you have that whole hustle and bustle going. But also pay attention to your surroundings as well.
Absolutely. And some of the things that we see a lot during the holiday season is people are so concerned to get in, get out, get what they need to move on, and they're forgetting things. They're setting their cell phone down on the shelf in the store, and then they remember they're coming back and somebody has taken it. Keep a sound mind of all of your items, your purse, your keys, your wallet, your cell phone. Keep it with you. Don't get overly concerned about, I have to get this, I have to move on. Be aware of your surroundings, okay? If you set something down, make sure you pick it up. Cell phone, keys, they're the big ones, and again, always lock your car door, know where you're going. People just, the holiday season gets the best of them sometimes, and sometimes we need to sit back, take a deep breath, and just focus on what we're doing.
I've actually done that. I keep a carabiner on my keys so I can, clip it to my jacket or something. And I'm famous for doing it when I go into the store and putting it on the shopping cart. Right. And you think if it's they're right in front of me, I know they're there, and then you grab it all the bags out. And then I've done it 100 times, and my wife keeps yelling at me. But I don't, sometimes when you have a jacket on or something, you don't put them in a pocket. But it's something just to pay attention and keep aware of. And also just pay attention when you're in shopping. Right. We've seen multiple times where people, they're swiping things right out of carts, or you're not paying attention. You leave everything in that front part of the cart, and you turn and you're looking at a shelf, and next thing you know, it's gone. Right. So just make sure you're keeping close attention to what's going on around you.
And the same thing with setting a shopping bag down for a second, just like that. It only takes a second or two, and somebody could easily take it. So just be cognizant of your surrounding. Keep this stuff in the cart. If you have to unload your packages into your vehicle, put your purse in the car, or put it on your shoulder. Don't leave it in the cart as you're loading your packages in. There are people who specifically target that. While people are unloading their packages, they'll go and they'll take their purse and they'll leave with it. So yeah, just be aware of all your items.
All right, so just use some caution when you're out so you have a safe and great holiday season, and you can get home and wrap all those gifts and have a great Christmas. Thanks for joining us here on Trooper Talk Tuesday. We'll see you next time here on Community News.
You've seen university advertising. A student like me pitching you the same old ideas. But I'm not gonna do that.
Instead, I'm gonna tell you what you can do with a Penn State degree. You can help anyone. Go anywhere. Create! And with 20 campuses to choose from, you'll always feel at home.
Look, Penn State is amazing, but your best years are just beginning. Come find out for yourself.
Paying for more than you need? Don't overpay. Let Service Electric help you choose the speed you need. From 25 meg to 1 gig. Get high-speed internet for only $44.95 per month with free installation. And add cable TV for only $5 more, including 54 channels and award-winning coverage of local high school sports.
Watch Off the Beaten Path on WYLN TV 35 and discover the Pennsylvania you never knew existed. WYLN CA 35's children's programming is designed with the specific purpose of serving the educational and informational needs of children. In compliance with FCC guidelines, a copy of the Children's Programming Report is on file for public inspection at WYLN 1057 East 10th Street in Hazleton, Pennsylvania during normal business hours. To view the report online, visit fcc.org.
A special birthday party will be held for a local boy who raised money for an area fire company. WYLN's Mike Murphy has the story.
A 10-year-old boy nicknamed Junior Fire Chief will have a special celebration for his upcoming 11th birthday. Brian Lyons of Plymouth will be dressed in a tuxedo from Tuxedo Junction and escorted to his birthday celebration in a limousine donated by Luxury Limousine. Brian raised nearly $10,000 over the summer by selling lemonade, in which the Elm Hill Hose Company, number 3 in Plymouth, used to buy Jaws of Life. Brian's birthday bash will be held on Tuesday, December 10th at Skateway, located on Blackman Street in Wilkes-Barre Township. The event will run from 6 to 9 p.m. The birthday bash is open to the public with admission being $5. It will cost $2 for skate rentals. Emergency responders get in for free. For WYLN News, I'm Mike Murphy.
Thanks, Mike. Can-Do Community Christmas will be celebrating the sounds of the season tomorrow, December 4th. Downtown Hazleton will come alive with the sounds of the season when the Can-Do Student Action Committee, as it hosts its 27th annual Can-Do Community Christmas this Wednesday, December 4th. Can-Do Christmas will begin at 5:30 p.m. at Christ Lutheran Church at the corner of Church and Green Streets in Hazleton. The public is invited to attend this free event, which features a night of musical entertainment by various instrumental and choral groups from schools throughout Greater Hazleton. Children can make their Christmas lists at the Letters to Santa table and talk with the one and only Santa Claus when he makes his special appearance at the end of the evening. Can-Do Student Action Committee members will be on hand to greet attendees, serve refreshments, and help children craft their letters to Santa. Well, the Hazleton Masonic Lodge is sponsoring a show at the Hazleton Area High School this Friday, and they're giving away tickets for free. Hope Christmas, a night of harmony and humor to celebrate the holidays, is coming up this Friday, December 6th. Doors open at 6 in the Hazleton Area High School auditorium for the 7 p.m. start time. Hope Christmas is a community Christmas event for the entire family. The night will feature M3 Worship Band, comedian Scott Davis, and introduce Rodi Insestroza, and you have the chance to win free tickets. All you have to do is call 570-459-1869, extension 1172, and leave your name, number, and where you're from. But you only have until Thursday. Winners can pick up their tickets over at Builders Direct, 1601 West 23rd Street in Hazel Township. So call now and good luck. That's the news. Remember, you can get news updates on our WYLN News Facebook page. Stay with us. A look at today's weather is next here on WYLN TV.